Russian Security Council Deputy Chairman Dmitry Medvedev claims Ukraine has irreversibly lost more than 20% of the territory it inherited after the Soviet collapse, and warns that it will soon lose even more. Medvedev also claimed that half the population in Ukraine has already disappeared, without providing evidence for the assertion. At a United Russia Party Congress, Medvedev escalated his rhetoric, calling Ukraine a phantom country and describing its authorities in deeply derogatory terms. He also attacked European leaders, calling them degenerates and accusing them of being direct descendants and heirs of fascists. His remarks underline Moscow's increasingly hostile rhetoric toward Ukraine and its Western supporters. But Medvedev's attack also turned inward. He condemned Russians who have left the country and openly support Ukraine or wish for Russia's defeat. Calling them traitors and scoundrels, he said, "There is no forgiveness for such scoundrels, and there cannot be." He accused them of wishing defeat on their own country, while, as he put it, soldiers and civilians are dying.
Those who voluntarily, by their own free will, carry out these hateful ideas, especially in the Western world, of course, about the traitors, about the Chechens, who ran around the quiet corners like cockroaches, and when they were driven out, doomed to melancholy and, in many cases, the loss of a full life. They pity our country, wishing it defeat in the war. Just think about it. Their country is at war, whatever they call themselves. Soldiers and civilians are dying, and they wish death to their country. There is no forgiveness for such scoundrels, and there cannot be.
Medvedev then called for Russia to unite behind victory. He argued that Russia can only be preserved through victory in the war, and urged political forces to rally around that objective. He also dismissed Western efforts to weaken Russia, saying Moscow was withstanding the pressure and rejecting attempts to tear Russia's economy to shreds. The warning comes as Moscow continues discussing a so-called buffer zone inside Ukraine. Medvedev has previously said it should include parts of Sumy, Kharkiv and Dnipropetrovsk regions, while Vladimir Putin said its depth would depend on Ukrainian attacks against Russian territory. The message is stark: more territory, more pressure, and no room for those Moscow sees as opposing the war.